Did you know that Ninurta, the formidable god of Sumerian mythology, wasn't always the paragon of justice and prosperity he later became? His story, etched in the clay tablets of time, is a tapestry woven with threads of triumph and tragedy, of divine fury and unwavering determination. It's a tale that speaks of a god forged in the crucible of conflict, a god who learned the bitter taste of defeat before ascending to his rightful place as the protector of humankind. Ninurta, the son of Enlil, the god of air and wind, and Ninlil, the goddess of the atmosphere, inherited the mantle of responsibility early in his divine existence. Born amidst the verdant valleys of Sumer, he was destined to shape the destinies of men. But his early years were not without their trials. The primordial chaos that had once haunted the land continued to manifest in the form of monstrous creatures and destructive storms. The very land struggled to bear the bounty that Ninurta was destined to ensure. The first great challenge came in the form of the monstrous Humbaba, a creature of shadow and terror that guarded the cedar forests. These forests, vital to the survival of the fledgling settlements, were vital to the people. The people relied on the wood for building and the resin for medicine. But Humbaba's presence cast a dark shroud over the land. Ninurta, still a youthful deity, filled with the righteous anger of a nascent god, was challenged by the elders. Some saw him as too impetuous. They were plagued by doubt. Was he prepared? Some whispered that he was rash, a hot-headed youth without the wisdom of his elders. Yet Ninurta, fueled by a divine spark of determination and a fierce sense of justice, was not to be deterred. He wasn't merely fighting Humbaba. He was fighting for the future of Sumer, for the right of humanity to thrive. He sought the counsel of his advisors, the wisdom of his peers, but he had a plan. His divine strategy was rooted in the very laws of the land. He knew the patterns of the winds. He understood the rhythms of the rivers. He studied the stars, deciphering the whispers of the heavens. He understood the need for balance. He knew that to conquer Humbaba was not to destroy, but to restore balance. With the aid of his divine powers, he unleashed a storm of unparalleled fury, not of destruction, but of precision. He carved a path through the forest, his arrows as precise as the scribe's stylus. Humbaba, with its many eyes and hands, fell under the divine onslaught, not from raw power, but from tactical brilliance. His death, a symphony of thunder and fire, echoed through the land, marking the beginning of a new era of prosperity. But Ninurta's triumph was short-lived. A shadowy entity, the embodiment of despair and betrayal, arose from the ruins of Humbaba's domain. It called itself the Serpent of Lies, and it wove its insidious whispers into the hearts of the Sumerians. The Serpent of Lies sowed distrust, envy, and greed. It twisted the truth, sowing seeds of discord among the people and even the gods. Ninurta, realizing the serpent's insidious nature, launched an epic struggle, not just against the creature, but against the very fabric of doubt and despair it had woven into the human psyche. The war that ensued was a brutal dance between divine might and the insidious power of deception. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Ninurta, initially overwhelmed by the serpent's cunning, felt the weight of the world on his shoulders. He, the god of law, the protector of mankind, was facing a foe that aimed to unravel the very foundations of their society. He saw that the greatest enemy wasn't a monster, but the insidious poison that festered in the hearts of his people. He faced this enemy, not with brute force, but with reason, with wisdom, with the gentle persuasion of his divine law. In a climactic confrontation, Ninurta faced the Serpent of Lies not in a battle of brute force, but in a contest of wills. He invoked the ancient laws of the universe, the immutable principles of right and wrong, shining the light of truth upon the serpent's false pretenses. He reminded the people of their strength, their unity, their shared destiny. He reminded them that in their hearts lay the power to overcome the lies and the despair that the serpent had sowed. With the help of his people, he confronted the serpent with the power of unity, with the collective will of a determined people. The Serpent of Lies, vanquished not by violence, but by the power of truth, vanished into the abyss from whence it came. This victory solidified Ninurta's position as the protector of Sumer. He established agricultural principles and laws that ensured the land's prosperity. He laid the groundwork for a just and equitable society, where the rights of each were respected. He championed healing, ensuring the well-being of his people. He championed the scribes, recognizing the power of knowledge and recording. He was the architect of Sumerian law, the keeper of the peace, and the defender against outside threats. But the story of Ninurta was not without its sorrows. He also faced the challenges of betrayal, the trials of lost loved ones, and the anguish of witnessing the flaws of humanity. The tales etched in the clay tablets tell of his tears, his anguish, his triumphs, and the enduring power of his commitment to justice and balance. He became a symbol of the struggles and triumphs of a people, an enduring legend who continues to inspire awe and respect even today. The Sumerian people carved their struggles in stone, their hopes and dreams in clay, and Ninurta, their